We are happy to announce the launch of our new logo. We have evolved since our incorporation in 1997, and it is time to refresh our new look to reflect who we are today. Before I reveal our new look, however, walk with me while I take you through our journey of the last 25 years. Trust Bank was incorporated on July 3rd, 1997 and began operations on October 1st, 1997. Following the collapse of the parent company of its predecessor, Meridian, the CBG stepped in and recapitalized the bank and held the shares in trust, thus the name Trust Bank. In 1999, the first investors who responded to the IPO and paid $1.50 per share received their maiden dividend of 50 bututs per share. In 2000, the bank fully paid back its investment by declaring another dividend of $1.20 bututs per share, making it a cumulative dividend per share of $1.70, which was 20 bututs above the purchase price. Between 2002 to date, share capital has increased from $27 million to $200 million, indicating that the bank has grown organically by plowing back profits to increase capital while at the same time paying dividends to shareholders. The bank was listed on the Ghana Stock Exchange in November 2002, being the first ever cross-border listing in the sub-region. Now let's talk about awards. The bank was awarded the insignia of the National Order of the Republic of the Gambia, ORG, in the year 2010 by His Excellency the President of the Republic of the Gambia. During the past years, the bank has received so many national and international awards. Banker Magazine, 6 times. Global Finance, 6 times. Gambia Chamber of Commerce and Industry, 5 times. We began operations with 3 branches. Now, we have 18 branches and 20 ATMs and counting. On digital services, mobile app, check. Online banking, check. Transaction alerts, check. Watch this space. We've got more coming. Creating employment, yes, we've got that too. 400 and counting. And we take great care of our people too. Medical insurance, life insurance, private and state pensions, annual pilgrimages for both Muslims and Christians, training, yes, we do them all. One team, one family, one goal. That's the Trust Bank spirit. On corporate social responsibility, we have spent over $50 million in various causes. We care, and so we share. Over the years, we have paid over $1.6 billion to our shareholders, which translates to a whopping $20 per share and counting. Phenomenal returns for our shareholders who purchased at $1.50. Corporate taxes, over $1 billion is paid. Our journey started with a vision to create the kind of company that delivers quality services and innovative products with an inspired team dedicated to serving our customers, our environment, and our communities at large in the most caring manner. We remain fully committed to delivering excellent services to each of our stakeholders, customers, employees, shareholders, and partners. So, we remain true to who we have always been. As we look forward to greater achievements, we are rebranding to reflect who we are today and the future that we inspire. Our new logo has been designed to visually demonstrate our Gambian heritage and the sophisticated nature of the bank. We are moving away from the navy and gold-colored parallelogram-shaped logo to our baobab tree with a rising sun in the background. The striking outline of a baobab tree at sunrise is a familiar sight to anyone who has spent time in the Gambia. Our new logo and visual identity are inspired by our core values and spirit of being a pioneer in providing a unique banking experience. It is a completely new look that better matches the transformation we have made as a company. But we remain your Trust Bank. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my singular honor to present to you our new logo and corporate identity.
I hope you understand now.
Yes.
This is your withholding tax certificate.
Thank you.
Sorry, sir. Give me a few minutes. Let me finish with her. I am not here to sit. I received an alert from my bank. It's like you made a mistake.
The amount transferred to my account is different from the amount on the invoice I issued to you.
No, there is no mistake. We deducted 10% as withholding tax.
Withholding what? In fact, what is withholding tax?
As he just told me, withholding tax on contract payments is a deduction from payment made to contractors carrying out work, supply of labor or materials, and or provision of technical or consultancy services. 10% is withheld for Gambian residents and 15% for non-Gambian residents. The contractees remits the amount withheld to the nearest GRA tax office in the month of deduction or on or before the 15th of the following month.
What's my interest?
You will be issued a certificate which you should take to GRA when you go to pay your quarterly and annual tax.
What happens to the 10% deducted from my invoice?
That 10% will be less from your tax liability.
So it means the 10% is an advance payment of my tax liability. And I only pay the difference of my tax due for my quarterly and annual payment.
Correct, sir.
Buba, you should have told me this. We all know for any meaningful development to take place in a country, we must pay our taxes.
And on time.
This information is from the Gambia Revenue Authority. For more detailed information about your withholding tax obligation, please visit any of the nearest GRA offices. The Gambia Revenue Authority, collecting revenue for national development.
For the first time in the history of the Gambia Printing Publishing Corporation proudly introduces the Biliomatic exercise book printing machine. The machine has the capacity to print more than 20,000 books per hour. Yes, 20,000 books per hour. It also prints magazines, newspapers, calendars, flyers, normal books and all kinds of printed documents plus items at affordable prices. With the Biliomatic printing machine, GPPC can now render high quality and non-size restricted printing service supply across the sub-region. Rush now and partner with GPPC for all your public and private printing service needs. Print with us today and you'd be offered highly professional, reliable and efficient service delivery by our team of experts. The Gambia Printing and Publishing Corporation is here to meet all demands and is reliable at all times. For more info, contact us on 437-4493 or 437-4402. GPPC is Gambian and it's yours.
Airport Residency Estate is a gated community located in Old Yundum, proudly developed by Swami India, perfect for all looking for a quiet life with luxury amenities within an enclosed setting. When talking about the benefits of living in a gated community, safety and security is top on the list. They allow extra privacy, take away the hustle of unwelcome solicitors, and create a safe haven for children to play in a trusted environment without traffic or speedy vehicles. A great sense of community develops through the meeting at a controlled communal leisure facilities, offering an integrated lifestyle. A green environment and well-managed communal areas are keys to higher home standards, elevated quality of life, and better property value should you consider home reinvestment in the future. Added to all is the location, just next to the airport and reconstructed main road, yet tucked in the tranquility of nature. Our purpose is one: your satisfaction. Contact us. Let us help you build your dream home in the Gambia.
This season on Kerr Fatou.
The reason I have always called for a national dialogue is because A government must be responsive to the needs of its people.
Fatou.
Tell you one thing, if me as an individual, if I know that there is somebody that I definitely wrong, I will be bold enough. I will go to the person. I will appeal to him and apologize him.
I have to make decisions today because I don't make decisions lightly. I investigate. I do my research. I get the facts. I call the experts. I summon meetings. I get the technicians. Then I reflect and I make a decision.
Why did you lose the election?
Well, we lost the election because of treatment registration. We had evidence of people being registered before the opening of the registration.
And welcome to another edition of our show. It's Thursday, and yes, we promised to be here yesterday when we had a show with, who did we have yesterday? Oh, Lord Mayor Rahim Malik Law. I'm already getting confused. Yeah. So much to do these days. Yes, we promised to be here today, and actually our initial guest was supposed to be Honorable Bakari Baji, and we announced that Bakari was supposed to be here. This morning I got a call from Bakari's team, and they were looking at their schedules and thought it was really tight to be on for 5:30. And we went back and forth looking at a suitable time, and they came up with 2:30, and we had to drop every other thing to accommodate that time for the campaign. But I guess 10 minutes to the show, they called to say they are not able to come. But meanwhile, the show continues. This week, we had 2 candidates, and next week we are going to have 2 other candidates on the show. I think what we said as the initial was to cover all the two candidates from Banjul, and 2 candidates, the KMC candidates 3. We covered Amadou. Bakari was supposed to come today. He is not coming. But Talib will be coming. So we had Rahim Malik Lo. Ibufai is yet to confirm. In Brekama, we had Ahmed Jite. We're having Mr. Cham today. We had Jena Baba. We had, who else did we? Sidi Sise. So Yankuba Dabo is supposed to come next week, Wednesday. So we're doing our best to create a platform for all these people. It's best to give everybody the platform. So unfortunately, Bakari is not here, but of course, Mr. Cham, Mr. Muktarr Cham, who is independent candidate for Brikama Area Council, is here. Mr. Cham, welcome to the program. Welcome to Kerr Fatou for the first time.
Thank you very much. I am Amadou Muctarr Cham.
Yeah.
I live in Sukuta, Sutubakono. I am contesting as an independent candidate for the chairmanship Brikama Area Council.
Okay.
In this world, whatever we are doing, we should know who we are. First of all, we are human beings. Human beings, in fact, what does it mean? Because that being, ing, if I am to explain, I am talking now. What do I mean if I say I am talking? It means I started talking now, or a little in the past, and very soon I am going to stop talking. That is the meaning of I am talking.
Oh, okay.
So human being also, what it means is, if I say I am Amadou Muctarr Cham, I'm a human being. It means I was born now or a little in the past, and I am going to die very soon. And that very soon, when we say it, it can mean more than a century or 5 centuries or 100 years. That is why whatever we are doing, let us reflect our mind on the mindset that, on the new development paradigm shift that is on the hereafter.
So we'll come to that later. As first, and I will get back to, I want us to normally what we do is after he grades, we will look at what's trending first. what's trending in Gambia today is it's going to be an interesting show with Mr. Cham.
Yes.
Because, like any other candidate, it's good to have everybody on the show.
Yeah.
So it's going to be an interesting show. But Esa, what is trending today, I think, is this. We have always come here when we see things that are trending and we talk about it. And I think one of the things that was trending is the comments made by Amadou Sabali regarding the bail issue, and then the Christian Council condemned it and they wrote a press release. And just before we came on the show, UDP also issued a statement, and I said, this is what responsible people should be doing. If you feel that you wrong somebody, you come out, you issue a statement. And when you saw that, what was your reaction?
Yeah, thank you for that. I think another important issue that we probably have forgotten is the demise of the Gambian ambassador.
Yes, I was going to come there. Yeah.
His Excellency Alu K. Jame, who served one time as Minister of
Youth and Sports,
and was Gambia's ambassador to Guinea-Bissau. He was at one time even in the UTG.
Yeah. You can even see that on social media, how a lot of young people respected this man and how he had served his country without any political affiliation when it comes to his job. That's what a lot of people are saying on social media. I want to send my condolences to Bakari, my brother, and through him to the entire Jame family for this great loss. He was a great guy. May Allah grant him Jannatul Firdaus.
Amen.
Mr. Cham, you want to send your condolences?
Yes, I am extending my condolences to the whole nation, right from the president to the last person.
Charles, can you check the sound?
Because we have lost a great man. We have lost a dynamic man, because they were there to effect changes. Without changes, we cannot develop positive changes.
Yeah.
So he was a role model as well. So it's a big loss to the whole nation.
Yeah.
May God grant him Al-Jannatul Firdausi.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you very much.
The trending issue, I think the Sabali comment on the Christian Council reaction, I came across it. Personally, I'm someone who don't like to comment on
tribal,
issues
religious.
that are not my areas, especially religious.
I
issues.
don't do it myself because it's very sensitive. But
I think at some point too, people have their religious affiliations and they have right to exercise and, of course, express their beliefs and all that. But sometimes also we look at the societal context, especially if you are from groups, leading groups and certain statements and all that. But like I said, at the end of the day, what is important is that tolerance that the Gambia is known for. Let us nurture that peaceful coexistence that we have had in the past. I've seen, I think, of recent, for the past 1 week or two, a lot of things have been said. I've personally seen people write on their WhatsApp status, on social media, a lot of things. People have their opinions about some of these things. Sometimes some will even reach out and say, you people are not talking about this. But I'm like, okay, look, I avoid commenting on religious issues because one, I'm not knowledgeable in Islam, I'm not knowledgeable in Christianity or any other religion. What I know is that I'm a practicing Muslim, and I pray 5 times a day. I try to do that. I try to worship God as much as I can. Yeah. But when it comes to religious issues, having opinions there, I tend to be reserved about those things. But what is important here is, be it the Christian Council, the Supreme Islamic Council, and of course the Gambia government through the Ministry of Religious Affairs, I think should do everything possible to ensure the peaceful coexistence that we have in this country, the religious tolerance that the country is known for, is jealously safeguarded for the peace and stability of the country, but also for the socio-economic advancement of the country. And I want to believe that all political players as well should try to do that. Yeah, but also I think another issue that was also trending has to do with a remark made by one politician.
Let's get his reaction on that first.
Yes, Gambia, what we are known for is peace and stability. Because everybody is saying, even at the diaspora, the smiling coast of West Africa.
Yeah.
So let us not joke with this. Because the Gambia, our main resources is peace and stability.
Yeah.
We don't have that much natural resources or that minerals deposit in our soils.
Yeah.
But we have peace and stability.
Yeah.
We cook our benachin, our super kanja and our domoda, we eat it in peace and stability.
Yeah.
So we can develop in that trend. That is why always with me, I created that new paradigm shift to development. That is always we have our mindset on the hereafter. Then our interactions with people would be real. Okay. It would be realistic. Now, if you can allow me also, I can go into my development pattern.
Yeah, we will come to that.
We'll come to that.
We'll definitely come to that.
Okay.
And the other thing is also that we were talking about, just like we said about this, and I said this, Sabali and I all went to St. Peter's High School. We lived with Christians, and my best friend is a Christian. So sometimes when stuff like this happen, when I saw yesterday, when I heard about this, I called him personally, and he told me how unfortunate this was, and he had even given an interview that he wanted. Obviously, he's not anybody who will disrespect the community, but again, if that's how the community felt, I think it was right for the party to come out and express their apology to the community, because we all live as one people. So I hope this, Mr. Cham, can we have your phone? Fatsila, can you take his phone? We cannot have. Please take his phone, please.
Somebody is calling. Tell him I'm busy here.
Yeah. So yeah. So going forward, also, I think another comment that we would want to also address is a statement that was made. I've said this, as long as we are going to be on the show, if we hear people making statements or other things, comments, we will address them. You see, yesterday we addressed the statements by the president and also Kex. Today we are addressing Sabali's statement, and we're also going to address Boricoli's statement. I think Boricoli made a statement at the NPP rally talking about, unfortunately, talking about tribal issues again, where he said, he called on the Jolas. I don't think there's nothing wrong in calling people to vote for your candidate, but when you call another Gambian a name, he said Talib is from Lebanon, that the Jolas should vote for somebody who is a Gambian Jola. I think those comments are really unfortunate. When you heard about that, what was your reaction?
Well, still unfortunate, but it just reminded me of how divided our country is, especially on tribal lines when it comes to politics. Yeah. I think, Fatou, we mostly see this division reflected or manifested rather during politics. But if you look at our interactions mostly, societal level, when you go to the hospital, you are a Mandinka, you don't say, oh, I will be treated only, or I'll be seen by only a Mandinka medical doctor, a Mandinka nurse. Equally, when you are a Wolof, you don't say, I'll be seen by only a Wolof nurse or a medical doctor. Right. And we intermarry from different tribes and different religions. And when you have, a naming ceremony, everybody comes. You don't just look at people from your tribe. Equally, when you lose someone, a loved one, you receive everybody. So sometimes the people that will first come to you are people that you are from different tribes with. I remember just, on Korite Day in my area, we contributed, at least youth within the area, we contributed something to, at least buy a goat and, at least sit together. Yeah. And there, when we sat there, people from different tribes, because Talinding is a multi-ethnic setting, yep. And people from different tribes, their neighbors, came together. And one of the comments made by, somebody was there who made a comment to say, what we have seen here is a reflection of the unity that we have as a people. We are not looking at tribes, we are not looking at political affiliation, because where we gathered there, you had people from different political parties, in fact. I remember the Council of Fertility in South was there, and you had people that definitely belong to a different political party, and of course different tribes. So for me, I think Gambia, the unity should be the strength. But we've said this, and that is why the other time when people said, President Barrow is preaching unity and all that, I said sometimes politicians just want to play with us. They use the ethnic card, and I think I remember I said this here when it was when Amadou said they are not going to allow people to use ethnic card to divide and of course endanger the peace of the country. But I said this is exactly what we are talking about. Bori made this statement. Where is Amadou, for example, who was calling for on a group saying that they cannot be using political platform they cannot be using ethnic card to score political points. So this is exactly what we're talking about. Politicians will use it in as much as it is in their favor. After elections, when they win elections, and now they want to preach. So it's like these people are trying to play with us, thinking that we are fools. They're trying to play with our mindset. They will be sitting there. Many times their colleagues will come and stand up and make statements that are derogatory. They'll make tribal remarks that could endanger the peace and stability of the country. They will never condemn it. It's only when they win elections and now they know that they have maybe a region to develop or to unite, a country to unite, that's when they will start talking about unity and the peace and stability of the country. So I think it is very unfortunate, and I must say irresponsible on the part of any politician who will stand out, of course, including Bori Koli himself. And I am very disappointed in the sense that Bori is a neighbor. Here is a man that we live with. Here is a man, I remember there was a Korite or Tobaski. I can't remember exactly, but there was a Korite or Tobaski. Myself and my brother, we were going around greeting people in the area, in the neighborhood, and we went up to his house to extend greetings to him. So, and we are not from the same tribe. So if you call out a tribe to say they should vote for a candidate, then you are leaving out other tribes. What does that tell? It shows that you have no respect or regards for them. Here is somebody that I live in the same area, and never at any point has anybody disrespected him. Even after losing his seat in parliament, everybody in the neighborhood calls him honorable, honorable, honorable. He has never at any point had issues with anybody, even his kids. These are some of the nicest people in the area that we will see. So it's unfortunate for him to stand on a political platform and make such statements. It's really unfortunate. I wish this was not Bori, because even when he was a PRC parliamentarian, he has never at any point had any issues with anybody in the area or in the neighborhood. Like, we were living peacefully, we've been living peacefully. So I think it's very unfortunate, because this is also going to reduce kind of diminish that trust, the level of trust that people have with him. Because personally now, I wouldn't even trust him. I don't know what he harbors against me, because I'm not in the same tribe with him. If you're calling members of your tribe to vote for a particular candidate, then you have a hidden agenda. So I think it's really unfortunate that such a statement came from Bori, but it's not the first time. It's been coming from politicians across the political spectrum. But what we expect is that responsible leaders, responsible political parties, and responsible politicians who are seeking the mandate of the people will always try to condemn this. If you don't condemn it, just like I said, silence means consent. If you don't condemn it, then we will see you as one of the bigots out there who is here to peddle that false narrative of tribal politics, which could endanger the peace and stability of the country.
It's so unfortunate. Mr. Cham, what's your reaction to those kind of comments?
My reaction is, as the saying goes, the person talking and the listener, who is more intelligent? It's always the listener who is more intelligent. That is why when you are talking, and this is why people are saying to talk in the public is very difficult. Why do people say that to talk in the public is difficult? It's not necessarily that you don't know what you are going to talk about, but it's because you have a mindset on your listeners. How are they going to gauge you? How are they going to judge you? We have to be very careful with that. Politicians, they come and go and leave society behind. Not quite long ago, I was discussing with my colleagues. We were reflecting on Jawara and his ministers. In fact, then we were trying to think about those who are gone and those who are present here. I think we calculated only 3 of them. Jawara's team, Jawara's ministers. According to our calculation, only 3 of them are here. All the others, they have gone to the hereafter. And all of us here present today, we are going to the hereafter.
Yeah.
So if that is the situation and we have that mindset on that hereafter, we have to be very careful in the way we interact with people. Because being a politician, it does not necessarily mean that you are just looking for a position or securing for your livelihood. No, and absolutely no. Being a politician, it means you are going to serve the people. Because if I am now going to say that I am going to contest as an independent candidate for the chairmanship, Birkama Area Council, this simply means that I am going to be a servant to my people of West Coast region, a complete servant.
Yeah.
When we were doing our master's program, one day, our lecturer, he asked a question. He just came in and asked one question in the afternoon.
Mr. Cham, I want to, okay, go ahead. I will finish that because I want to start with your background. Let's look at who you are as a person.
Yes.
You know, finish that.
Yes, what the lecturer asked was, what is civil servant? I put my hand up and the answer was, the servant of the people. If we are the servant of the people, let us be very careful and be mindful in the way we interact with people.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Then you say we go on to?
Now, what I wanted to check, normally when we have candidates who are on, especially first time, we want to do a profile.
Yes.
Who is Amadou Muktarr Cham?
Amadou.
Where are you from?
Yes.
What is your educational background?
Yes.
And of course, where have you worked before? These things are very important.
It's very important.
So we can look at your record and see whether you are the right person for the job.
Yes. I am Amadou Muktarr Cham. I live in Sukuta, Sutubakono. And I am contesting for the chairmanship Birkama Area Council as an independent candidate.
Okay.
I am a teacher by profession.
A teacher?
By profession.
Okay.
I started as an unqualified teacher.
Okay.
Then, when I became qualified, I taught for a while.
Okay.
Then I went for my HTC.
Okay.
I taught for a while. Then I went for my BA degree, 4 years.
Okay.
BA degree.
Which university?
The University of the Gambia.
Okay.
After successfully completing my 4 years degree at the University of the Gambia.
Which year?
We are 2008.
2008.
Yes, we completed 2008.
Okay.
Then I was posted to Kerawan as an education officer.
What did you study at the university?
Development and management.
Okay.
I was posted to Kerawan as an education officer for 9 years. That 9 years, I was double FP focal person.
Okay.
And medical and health focal person for 9 years. I was going along track with doctors and nurses at Region 3.
Okay.
Because you just cannot come to our schools and go there. You have to come to the regional office. I am the focal person, Mr. Amadou Muktarr Cham, then I will go with them. I trek with doctors and nurses across Region 3, Kerawan, for 9 years. And I was school feeding, focal person.
Okay.
And in 2014. In 2014, I was given the best focal point in the Gambia.
Okay.
That was double FP, UN report. Yeah, double FP.
Oh, great.
2014.
Okay.
I was the best focal person, according to UN report.
Okay.
Yes. This is why, whatever you are doing, you do it thoroughly.
Yeah.
That is why I used to say that. Peter Drucker said in his management book that efficiency is necessary, but it's not sufficient. What is most important is the effectiveness. You see, all these development stages I told you, as far as my profession is concerned, that was as a result of efficiency.
Okay.
But did you hear what Peter Drucker said? He said efficiency is necessary, but it's not sufficient.
It's not sufficient.
What is most important is the effectiveness. That simply means that while I was teaching, were my students passing their examinations? If while I was teaching, my students were passing their examination, then I can proudly say that I am a graduate teacher, as I am sitting here. Today, you know, I am a graduate teacher.
Yeah. You're a graduate teacher?
Yes, I'm a graduate teacher.
Okay.
Yes, because in fact I did not learn because I stopped at Kerawan Regional Office.
Yeah.
Yes, after Kerawan Regional Office, I went for my master's.
Okay.
We are the 2018 batch. We just came 2018. 2019 was the corona.
At the UTG?
No, I went to Ghana.
Oh, Ghana, okay.
I went to Ghana for my master's degree.
Which university in Ghana?
Jimpa.
Okay.
I went to Jimpa.
Jimpa, okay.
Yes. So we just came 2018. 2019 was the corona, yes.
Yeah.
All these development stages you are seeing now, it was, as far as my profession is concerned, is as a result of efficiency. But Peter Drucker, didn't you hear what Peter Drucker, that expert writer, is saying? He is saying efficiency is necessary, but it's not sufficient. Because what is most important is the effectiveness. That is, while I was teaching, were my students passing their examinations? If they were not passing, I am nowhere to come to you, Fatou, and tell you that, look here, Fatou, I am a graduate teacher.
Which area did you do your master's in? Which area? What is your master's in?
Public sector management.
Okay.
I'm a master's in public sector management.
Okay,
yes.
Nice.
Yes.
So when you came back in 2018, what were you doing 2018 to 2022?
I was doing my transactions, my private transaction, because when I came, I just retired.
So when you came, you did not go back to teaching?
No, I did not go back.
So what are you doing right now?
My own transactions. I'm doing my own transaction.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing. My own personal transactions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay. And you said you were running for the chairmanship of the Birkama Area Council.
Yeah.
What motivated you to run for that office?
What motivated me is simply to bring development to my people, positive change to my people. Because look here, as I have just said, according to the breakdowns of my academic background, I really struggled for my education up to this level. If I am living in a community like Sukuta there, so I am seeing myself as a role model. I should be a role model. That is why I said to myself, I had been sitting down seeing politicians, but this time I said to myself and to my people, according to normal discussions, let me go into this politics this year to see how best I can bring positive change to you people here. Sukuta and its surrounding, that is the whole of West Coast. West Coast. You see? Because if you are educated, you should always try to bring positive change, positive development. The same Peter Drucker I am saying, Peter Drucker, he said in his development book, you know, he's also a development writer. He said, every day you should bring positive change or you die. In fact, Peter Drucker, he said in his development book, he said always you should bring positive changes to development or you die. That is what Peter Drucker said in his development book.
Did you write a dissertation on what is it on? What is your dissertation on? Master's thesis. Did you write a master's thesis?
No, we did not write master's thesis.
So your master's is without thesis?
Yes, it's without thesis.
Okay,
yes.
Quite interesting. Yeah, okay. I mean, okay, you go ahead.
Oh, so you want to ask?
No, sorry, go ahead.
So you said you wanted to bring positive change.
Yes.
First, tell us what are the basic problems of West Coast that you want to bring change to? What are our biggest problems? I'm a resident of West Coast.
Yes.
I'm from Lemon. I'm a West Coast voter.
Yes.
What are our problems that you think that we will come to fix when you are elected chairman come May 20th?
I am going to fix. Education is always priority.
Okay.
Education is always priority.
Okay.
That was why I said during my nomination, education in terms of scholarship to students. Then seconded by youth and sports. Youth and sports.
Yeah. Let's start with education first. How do you intend to handle education?
Education. You know, when I was at the regional office at Kerawan, I was desk officer. Education. I was desk officer.
Yeah.
And while I was desk officer, I was supporting students, athletes who participate in sports. And obviously, scholarship, that one is obvious. Scholarship, that one is obvious. Then we go to sports. Because sports, our athletes who are participating, they need to be supported.
Yeah.
Yeah. And even needy students, they need also to be supported. Needy students, they need to be supported. Yes.
So that's what you will do in education?
Yeah, education, scholarship would be allocated. I will support students, needy students.
Yeah.
Yes. And then those who are participating in the athletes, I am going to support them.
Okay. So now let's look at, you also said youth and sports. That's the next one.
Yeah.
What exactly, specifically, are you going to do for the young people of West Coast when it comes to development?
They need a lot of things.
Like what?
Apart from education, they need gardening. That is under agriculture.
Okay.
They need cold stores at the markets. Yes. They need drainage system. If you go to our markets, it's terrible. It's horrible.
Yeah.
So our markets, they need drainage system. When it rains, be it whatever, whichever market, you go to Sukuta, it's very serious. You go to Birkama, when it rains, the market is flooded. So we need to put in place a better drainage system. They need cold store where they keep what they sell, because they are involved in selling fish, selling.
Is that for women or the young people? You were talking about young people. I think some of these things you're talking about, it's more about the women.
The women.
Yes. So what about the young people specifically? Do you have any plans for the youths of West Coast region?
The young people, what they need, basically, is scholarship.
Okay.
And skill development.
Okay.
That is what they need. Because this back way they are going is because they don't have skills.
Okay.
And if they are, put in place at schools, even if they don't have the basic education, they can have skills, they learn skills. And that skills, they can get support from the area council.
Yeah.
They can get support from government. This was why I said I'm going to link the area council with the diaspora and the development partners, because government alone cannot do it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So apart from, you said he's talked about education, young people. What else do you have plans for the West Coast region? What other plans do you have?
Garbage collection, did I say that?
No, you have not mentioned.
That one is obvious, because that is under medical and health.
It's under medical health?
Yes,
okay.
garbage collection. Yes, health. That is health issues.
Yes,
health and health-related issues.
Yes.
Yes, that is medical and health. They need garbage. The garbage should be collected, and there should be bins put across at all markets, outlets, everywhere.
Yeah.
They need even ambulances for emergencies. This is why I am saying, because all these things cannot be done by council alone.
Yeah.
This is why I'm saying the government alone cannot do it.
Yeah.
We need the development partners and the diaspora. You see, if a leader is having problem in his management system, it's because he wants to do it alone. Fatou, whoever is a leader, you should be open to everybody. And whatever, you invite everybody, because something that concerns everybody got to be approved by everybody. This is why I'm saying I'm going to link the council with the diaspora, with the development partners, because government alone cannot do it. We all know that government is doing its level best, but he cannot do all. And the West Coast people themselves alone.
Yeah.
Because if we are talking of an ambulance, I know there is a prosperous person in West Coast who can even give 3 ambulances to Birkama Area Council and said, hey, look here, this is my profit from my business.
Yeah.
Social responsibility.
Yes.
Take this, give it to the people for their referrals.
Mr. Cham, is garbage collection, does it fall under public health or medical and health?
It's under public health.
Okay.
But is public health separated from medical and health also? Let us be careful here.
Well,
they interlink.
Well,
public health is medical and health.
I just have a question.
Yes, public health is medical and health. You know, I told you here always also that I was double FP focal person.
Okay,
for
fine.
9 years.
Yeah,
and my wife also is a nurse. Is a nurse midwife.
You talked about development, new development paradigm.
Yes.
That's what you're interested in.
Yes, yes.
And as a graduate of development studies.
Yes, I'm a graduate of development studies.
And of course, a practitioner as well.
And a practitioner as well.
The master's degree in public sector management.
Public sector management.
Where will you say, as far as the stages of development, the takeoff stage, the precondition,
yes,
you know, and all those stages
yes.
of development, where will you categorize Gambia today? If we look at you and say, Mr. Cham, you are one of the experts for say, categorize the Gambia. Are we at the takeoff stage or are we at the precondition stage? Where are we as far as our development is concerned?
We are at the takeoff stage because nobody will tell you that we did not start development. No, no, we are developing. Though development is gradual. Development, it cannot be rapid. It cannot be overnight. It is gradual. Yes, development is gradual. Rome was not built in one day.
Yeah.
The French, they have that same proverb also. Rome ne s'est pas fait en un jour. Yes, I'm also a French student. I speak a little French and I write it as well.
And of course, development scholars will look at development from the angle of three things.
Yeah.
What happens to inequality, poverty, and unemployment? You talked about employment creation. But as far as development is concerned, when you talk about development, you also need to address the issue of poverty. And of course, if you look at the Gambia, just the last survey that is being done, carried out by one of the international organizations or agencies, 51% of the population, is it 51 or 53% of the population? I think 53% of the population are poor. And one of your opponents, of course, CDCC of NPP, when he sat down here, he told us that, of course, the people of West Coast are not an exception to this when it comes to the Gambia's poverty rate. What do you intend to do to address the issue of poverty within the West Coast region?
Do you know why we are poor? Because we are not sharing the resources we have evenly. And because we don't have the mindset on the hereafter. Some people, they want to enrich themselves from public resources. If that is the situation, we are going to remain poor. And that is why there is poverty. The little resources we have, it has to be managed better. If you are a public figure, forget about your pockets and your private accounts.
How will you manage it? How will you manage the resources?
You are going to set as a typical example. That is why I said to myself, even at the nomination, that I have my mindset on the hereafter. Simply means that those who understand it, they are telling me on the streets that, hey, we heard of your hereafter. So now we know where you are heading to. But those who don't understand, they
so for those
how
of us
will you
who
manage
don't
the resources? How will you manage the resources?
Yeah.
Resources are going to be put into good use.
How?
You allow the Gambians, those who own the resources, to decide how they are going to spend these resources. Because if I were the chairman, Birkama Area Council, I would tell them that this is your resources. Because development is from the grassroots up, it's bottom up.
Approach.
Yes, it's bottom up. Always you start from the bottom. You cannot sit in an office, you decide for the people. This is why you have the community-based organizations. This is why we nominated these councillors just recently. So we elected these councillors. The council election very recently.
Yeah.
It's because of the bottom-up approach to development. They are part of the CBO, the community-based organization.
That's quite interesting.
Yes.
When it comes to development still, providing development to the people.
Yes.
The bottom top, but bottom top is what you are interested in.
It's bottom top.
Are you, which one? I mean, need-based approach to development or right-based approach to development? Which one do you
It's need-based.
But Mr. Cham, that is still now. Nobody talks about need-based now. Development is seen as a right.
But what felt need? There are also felt
no. What I'm saying is, okay, I'm coming. You are a graduate of development studies.
Listen,
I'm coming. You are a graduate.
Don't forget an unfelt need.
Now, what I'm saying is,
an unfelt need.
You are a graduate of development studies.
Of course, I'm a graduate.
And of course, scholars now, the argument, development discourse, has moved away from seeing development as a need. And now it is seen as a right. Because when you talk about development as a need, for example, you come to Lamen today, politicians can come and ask, okay, what is your need? And then you say, okay, I think we need to build roads for you. That is what you need. You don't need hospital, or you don't need water. Or you need water, you don't need school. That is why the conversation has now shifted. The discourse has now shifted because politicians and policy makers always use that as an excuse to deprive people of development. And now the argument, the discourse is development is seen as a right. That whether it's healthcare, you have to provide healthcare facilities for people. You have to provide education facilities for them. You have to provide roads for them. You have to provide water for them. All the things that they need, you have to provide. So development is no more seen. The discourse has shifted. Okay,
but an expert.
So that's what I'm saying. It's not, if you tell me that you're focusing on development as a need-based approach to development.
I'm coming.
Then I'm telling you, you might be getting it wrong.
I'm getting it right.
Because you will not see it as a right. You will see it as a need.
Wait.
Yeah.
When development is seen as a right, that is obvious. Nobody has nothing to do with your rights. To intervene, nobody would intervene also with your rights. But we studied also that when you discover a felt need. Sometimes you discover a felt need. If you discover a felt need, you can come to those who had the mindset of development as a right and tell them that, of course, it's your right to get this and that and that. But don't you think if you had that one, it would have been better? You can do that. That is why.
I think I would rather use the terms comfort dependent and existent dependent, for example. For example, if you talk about resources, even in society, natural resources, you have comfort dependent and existent dependent. We need water to survive. If we don't get water, we will not survive. That is why that argument is now moving from seeing the provision of water, in fact, as a need, but as a right. Because once you see it as a need, politicians may want to determine
but it has to
which one is a need, which one is not a need. So that is why it is seen as a right.
At this point, these intellectuals are trying to confuse me with all the big words. So,
but he's a development expert, so
at the moment,
come down my level.
Yes, but at the moment, I am going to tell him as a development expert, it's going to be seen as a need first.
Okay.
Then you translate to the right.
Okay.
That is why I was telling you that, you have come back to my point. That is why I was telling you that it would be seen as a felt need. Because when you are doing that study on need, sometimes you will discover that this thing is a felt need.
Is it Maslow's hierarchy of needs?
Yes, it's a felt need. When you realize felt need, then you are going to prioritize that felt need.
What is your most important need according to the Maslow's hierarchy of need? What is your most important need?
I'm not going to this debate.
No.
What is your most important? What is your priority there?
Let's not go to that intellectual debate.
No. Let me just answer that question.
No, let us not go there. But what I'm telling you is,
but you understand Maslow's hierarchy of needs.
I understand, but
which one will you prioritize among his needs?
What I am
physiological need or whatever.
There are a lot of needs, psychological needs, there are a lot of sociological needs, biological needs. The needs you just start to name them.
Okay.
But what I am telling you is the felt need is absolutely necessary. And it's from that felt need you develop to go to your rights as a need.
Okay.
Education is a right now. People are saying right, but everybody knows that. It is absolutely necessary for a child to be educated. Because if I were not educated today, would I sit here? Would I have the ideas to talk to you?
No.
Would I try to contest as a chairman to bring change, positive change to my people?
So what is the unfelt need? What are the unfelt needs?
The unfelt need, maybe that is needs that are not realized. You see, our shopkeepers, you see these foreigners when they are coming to the Gambia.
Say non-nationals, don't say foreigner. Foreigner is very derogatory. Say non-nationals.
Non-nationals is all the same, foreigners, because they are from a foreign country. I don't think, no, that is not abusive. Don't worry about that. They are from a foreign country, don't worry. We had all been foreigners. When I was doing my master's abroad, I was a foreigner. So they are very good at felt need realizations. These shopkeepers. Didn't you see when they come? Always their shops are at a very strategic location, and they have a lot of sales from all corners. Much more shops at the junctions. They you know, some people, they didn't go to school formally, but they are gifted naturally. They have the natural skills in them. That is these Mauritanians, don't see them, and they are the best accountants also.
Now let's go back to where I stopped. The needs you were talking about, some of the needs that people of West Coast want. You talked about education. You talked about garbage collection.
Garbage collection.
Young people.
Youth and sports.
What else do you have for the people of West Coast? Because this is one of the regions that is really neglected for the past couple of years.
Yes.
We need a lot of change. You talked about your how do you call
paradigm shift?
Your paradigm shift.
On the hereafter.
On the hereafter.
Mindset on the hereafter.
Can you explain that whole
paradigm shift?
Paradigm shift, yeah.
Yeah. The paradigm shift, what it means simply is, today I am interacting with you.
Yeah.
If I want my interaction to be decent,
yeah,
and to be very, very realistic, I should have my mindset on the hereafter.
Okay.
That is, today I am interacting with Fatou, but I have to be very careful in the way I interact with Fatou, because I am going to be accounted for tomorrow. That is the hereafter. In the Quran, that is why there is a lot of Yoma Isin. Yoma Isin, if you ask the Arabic scholars, they will tell you. Yoma Isin means on that day. Which day? The day of judgment. I taught in Kawur also. You know, teachers will teach everywhere.
Yeah.
One fine day in Kawur, I asked Ustaz Conte. Ustaz, he said yes. I told him, I asked him, Ustaz, how many Yoma Isins are in the Quran? Ustaz laughed and told me, hey, Mr. Cham, you come again. I don't know. That one, I don't think anybody knows how many Yoma Isins are in the Quran. But I know it's going to be too many. So God is repeatedly saying Yoma Isin, Yoma Isin, Yoma Isin in the Quran. That means on that day, which day? The day of judgment. You see, that is why when you pretend to be a leader or you are coming up to be a leader, you have to change your mindset onto the hereafter. So you shift to the new paradigm shift. On my nomination day, I said on that day that I am going to convey this new paradigm shift to the UTG because I'm their former student.
Okay.
Yes, I told them that let them take this paradigm shift, which is a new paradigm shift to development. Because if we want to develop positively, let us always be very mindful in how we use resources. And we cannot be mindful in how we use resources if we don't have our mindset on the hereafter.
How will the UTG use that? How will the UTG use that new paradigm shift? Because UTG students have been taught about paradigm. Paradigm shift is a term. But how do you put that into practice?
Do you know what is paradigm?
Yeah.
How you see the wall.
Yeah, but that is it.
I am putting this specs now, spectacle or whatever. When I put it on, how am I going to see the wall? That is paradigm. So now I am telling them, let them see this wall now on the hereafter. So that they will be able, they will be good managers. Let them be good managers by thinking of the hereafter. Because we are talking of poverty. We could have not been poor as we are poor today.
Okay.
If resources were put into good use. Sometimes our resources are not put into good use. That is why we are poor. And why do we have this commission of inquiry? Why are you going to allow to be in a place when you are out of that place? A commission of inquiry would be sent there. And you say that that is out of the mindset on the hereafter. Because if your mindset is on the hereafter, you don't need any commission of inquiry. For what? For what? Fatou, you see, our problem is we don't know. You know, that's why I started with human beings.
Yeah.
You see, the Western man is the most intelligent man. Let me tell you here. The Western man is the most intelligent man. Why do I say that? To me, personally, the Western man is the most intelligent man. Because look how the Western man prescribe human being. Look how they describe us, human being. Human being, B-E-I-N-G. Where are the English teachers? Being, ing always means something that has started now or a little in the past and is going to end very soon. That was why I told you at the beginning that human beings mean, Mr. Cham, being a human being, it means I was born now or a little in the past and I am going to die very soon.
But Mr. Cham, how is this paradigm shift ideology going to help you run West Coast region to be able to bring effective change to the people who are yearning for good services, good roads, good education, good road networks, water, electricity, and all of the things that we yearn for, and employment for the young people, all of this. How is this paradigm shift that you know, in code that you know, is your ideology, how is it going to help Develop the region.
The answer is very simple. I am seeing heaven to this wall. I am seeing heaven to this wall. I think do you understand the language?
I don't understand that.
That's the best framing in English.
It?
Yes, I am seeing heaven to this wall. That means I prefer heavens than this wall. But you know, in English you say two. Yes, two. Yes, it's sometimes very critical. If you are not an English specialist.
You don't to say I prefer this than you say I prefer these two.
Yes, instead of saying
that's grammar. Let's go.
Yes, that is grammar. To English specialists. That's why I said I prefer heaven to this wall. That means I prefer heaven than this wall. Yeah, if you like, than this wall.
I understand.
English specialists, that's how they frame it.
But how will you do this? Like the question, how will you do all these things that will affect lives and livelihoods in West Coast region? That's what we want to know. How will you do this?
I know there are problems.
Tangible.
I know there are problems. And I'm going to solve their problems.
How will you solve their problems?
Because if you go to our markets, we all know that we see the women how they are suffering. What they sell at the end of the day, they throw it there and go. Particularly these greens, because they don't have preservative means. Let council help them with preservative means. Let council help them with cold stores. The market flooding everywhere when it rains. Let there be drainage system that can be dug and be built. When it rains, the water will run away and go. Agriculture. This fish, the poultry they are doing, they need support. Those who are at the fish landing sites, they need to preserve their fish there. Where are the cold stores? Even the fishermen, if council can support them with fishing nets, machines for the boats, they will be able to be more productive. Council can do that. With the support of the donor agents, with the support of the diaspora, with the support of government. Government cannot do all.
But you know that, let me tell you, Mr. I think it's important also for us to be realistic and know what is on the ground.
Yes.
Were you able to properly look at the local government, especially West Brikama Area Council, number one, their revenue, and also know what are the internal issues? For example, do you know that government, 60% of development budget is supposed to go to the people, but out of that 60%, 25% is supposed to come out of central government, which is not coming. If you don't have resources, all these things that you are talking about, you cannot implement it.
You cannot.
West Coast is the largest region.
It's the largest,
So how are you, what kind of initiatives or whatever are you going to do to be able to get these resources and implement your agenda as you want to?
This is why I said we are going to link the council with the diaspora, with the donor agencies. You see, if you see the diaspora and the donor agencies, they are not sending in money. Maybe they don't trust the hands they are going to put in the money. Because if they see to it that if it is put into these hands, they are not going to use it positively.
You think you are the right person because you think of the hereafter?
Yes. The hereafter, and whoever should be the right person should always be thinking of the hereafter.
How will you do revenue collection? For example, people don't pay compound rates. You know, mostly Brikama Area Council and any other municipality or council here in this country rely on markets, for example. How will you diversify revenue collection in Brikama Area Council? Because you cannot also entirely rely on donor agencies through partnerships and also on diaspora. You have to internally generate revenue within Brikama Area Council. What are the resources available apart from revenue collection, compound rates or market duties that women pay or vendors pay at the market? What other source of revenue generation do you think is available in Brikama Area in West Coast that you're going to tap into?
There are very wealthy people everywhere. You know, we are mixed. Not all of us are poor, Maggie. There are some investors. They can plow into social responsibilities.
Mr. Cham, you're still relying on people. What I'm saying is, you have, let's say, Kartong, mining is there. You go to Sanyang, the river is there, fishing activities are taking place there. These are resources that are within West Coast region. How will you tap into these resources to provide revenue, to diversify your source of revenue generation for the development of West Coast region? Not entirely to relying on people are rich, people are rich. You're just talking about people relying on people.
Listen, didn't I made mention providing nets to fishermen I said that. Let the tools be given to the workers. They would work.
What will you do with mining?
Mining also, they need the necessary tools.
Mining?
Yes.
Who needs the necessary tools?
Those who are mining, those who are doing the mining.
People are saying that the community members are saying that mining should stop there because it's not impacting on their lives and livelihoods.
Yes, because they don't have support.
Who don't have support?
Those who are the miners.
Those who are doing mining.
Yes, they don't have support.
The community members are saying they should stop because it's affecting their environment. That's what they are saying.
Yeah, that depends on the environment and the community members themselves.
But that's what they are saying.
If they are saying that, you discuss with them. If you can convince them, or if there is anything that is a positive thing, if you can bring in a positive change. You see, whatever the case may be, you have to come back to the people.
With all honesty, do you know the problems in West Coast, especially when it comes to mining? Do you know the problem with all honesty? Do you know what the problem people of Katong are going through when it comes to mining?
We all know, because if you go and talk with them, you will know their
Have you ever visited there and talked to them?
Yes, I visit them.
Have you ever?
Yes, I do visit them. And their problems is they lack support. They need to have support.
Just one important question that I want to ask.
Yes.
Because I think this is an area that we should delve more into.
Yes.
I mean, there was a research published either late 2022 or early this year. I can't remember exactly.
Yes.
And the research says that when it comes to waste collection, I think BCC is number 1, then followed by KM. Brikama Area Council has performed abysmally, very bad when it comes to waste collection.
Yes, people are saying
how will you, I mean, what is waste collection your priority? If so, how will you do this thing? How will you prioritize waste collection? How will you make sure that waste collection is effective to ensure that the environment is clean, especially the market where you have most of these women selling?
You know, no activity can take place without the human resource and the tools. Without human resource and the tools, no activity is possible. Because you cannot do it in a vacuum. You have to employ the necessary staffs, and you provide them with the tools. They will work for their own country. But if you are sitting there just gazing or sleeping, development cannot take place. Human resource, we have it in abundance in the Gambia. Let us employ them and give them the tools.
Human resource, our population is just 2-something million, right? You said we have a...
According to, but it's proportionate.
It's not more than 2.5 million.
It's proportionate to the size of the country.
Now,
the Gambia is also a very small country.
In terms of land size.
It's very small.
Now, still, when it comes to the natural resources in West Coast, what we have also seen when it comes to the fishing industry, we have seen a lot of, the Chinese companies at our rivers. We have seen minings that the women are complaining about their gardens being taken away and giving to these companies. And a lot of the community and agricultural experts are saying this is not good for our country in the long run. Nowadays, before in the Combo, it's the bonga fish, chalo, that is our
staple food.
But today it's even difficult to get a good one. What are you going to do to work with government to make sure the people of Combo really benefit from what is happening at their riversides? What are you going to do as chairman?
What I am going to do, because at the moment I know there are problems. Because this Chinese problem you are talking of is spread all over the country now. Women are talking about it. So now what we are going to do is, let us try to solve their problems at the moment, what they are complaining. And then we make some further research to continually solving their problems. Because what you are saying, my logo is fish.
What is your logo?
Fish. Do you know why my logo is fish?
Oh,
yes,
fish.
My logo is fish.
It's a fish.
Why? Why is a fish?
Okay.
Because fish, this is our main food in the Gambia.
Okay.
When you hear, hey, today the market is not fine, women will complain and cry about the market. It's because there is no fish. If there is fish, we the men who are giving fish money, you can give even a small money to your wife. Still she can provide a very nice super kanja for you because there is fish. But when there is no fish, they cannot manage. Hey, let us not play with this fish.
Do you have your manifesto here with you? Do you have a manifesto?
My manifesto, that is what I have read to you. That is my development pattern. Okay. I have read that one to you already.
Okay, yes. Mr. Cham, your manifesto?
Yes, I have.
So what are the priority areas?
Manifesto, that is what you are going to do.
What is your priority areas?
What are your priority areas?
Education. In terms of scholarships to students. Then seconded by youth and sports. I say when I was in Kerawan, I was the desk officer. I had my sport coordinator, very active man.
Yeah.
We used to go to the area council, Kerawan, and collect sports funds from area council, Kerawan.
Okay.
So now, if I am collecting, I was desk officer, Kerawan, with my sport coordinator. We go to Kerawan and collect sports fund. Would I be an exception if I am the chairman?
But you have a written manifesto?
I don't have it here because we teachers, we don't need written. What we are saying is here. We are the teacher the best. Le professeur, le mieux.
The professeur?
Le mieux.
Le mieux.
Oui, le professeur, le mieux. The teacher the best.
Oui.
Le professeur, le mieux. Oui, avec moi. J'ai parlé.
You cannot come and tell us that
moi, c'est parler français.
C'est
C'est parler, s'écrire français aussi. C'est parler, s'écrire français aussi.
I cannot speak French.
C'est parler, s'écrire français.
That is, you speak and you write.
I speak and I write. S'écrire, that is I write.
Un peu.
C'est pas un peu, c'est parler, s'écrire français. Yes, un peu, I would say un peu.
Yeah.
Yes, let us say un peu because everybody it's a learning process.
Yeah.
Because somebody, a foreign language, you cannot say that I am perfect in speaking French. Just let's say un peu.
But a teacher.
Yeah.
You said you're a teacher.
I'm a teacher.
No,
the best. The teacher the best. Le professeur le mieux.
The teacher cannot have everything.
Le professeur le mieux.
But let me come. The teacher needs a note to guide. Okay? Even when you are coming to class, you have your lesson plan. You have your scheme of work.
Yes, that is class.
But that's what I'm telling you.
Because I would be asked. But this is not class. I have everything on my head.
No, wait.
I don't need
everything in your head.
Yes.
No, what I'm saying,
Mr.
Cham, a teacher.
In fact, sometimes I write, sometimes we write, because sometimes, talking is...
No, I'm saying, Mr. Cham.
Talking is difficult, because you may forget some points. Sometimes I write.
Exactly. But what I'm saying is, you said a teacher.
Yeah.
A professor Lemire.
Lemire,
a teacher
the best.
Is the best.
It's the best,
has everything in the head.
Everything in the head.
But I'm telling you, a teacher when going to class, you need your tools.
Yes.
You need your scheme of work.
Yes.
You need your lesson plan for the daily topics that you are going to treat.
Yeah, that is teaching.
And you have done that because you are a qualified teacher.
Yeah, that is
so
teaching.
If you are coming to us, telling us that you are a teacher, you'd want to run Brikama Area Council.
Yeah.
We need a written manifesto.
But
I'm coming. Not everybody. You know why we need it? You know why we need it? Because not everybody can have access to you at the same time.
Yes.
Probably you are here today.
Yes.
But there's somebody there who is not able to watch this program. But we'll need a written manifesto when you put it out there online so that people can go and download that written manifesto. But if you don't have a written manifesto, it means, I'm sorry to say, but it seems that there is no sense of direction.
That is the real sense of direction. This is why
that manifesto is real sense of direction.
This is why I'm telling him that I am the teacher, the best, le professeur, le mieux. That's the written here. But do I need to come here and take out this written and read?
No, I'm not saying written in pen. You have to type this so that it's available online.
It's even in the mobile. It's in my mobile.
No, your mobile is not here.
Is outside.
Yes, outside. Yes, it's in my mobile. It's in my mobile.
Do you have a website where you're going to upload it somewhere, something like that, or maybe you give it on media house? Not even website if you don't have, but a media house. Maybe Kerr Fatou can upload.
I'm just from the GRTS. I told them that whatever, put it everywhere because I would like it to be.
So you have a soft copy of your manifesto?
No, he doesn't have. He said he was recording himself.
I said yes, even in the mobile. It's
soft
there.
Copy of your manifesto.
It's in the mobile.
Please, can you
we
share
have
that with
access
us?
with it after the show?
But that one is not. I make it brief.
Mr. Cham, you don't have a manifesto.
I have it. It's in the mobile.
Mr. Cham, you don't have a manifesto. I'm fasting. I can swear that you have a manifesto.
He said
Let's go ahead.
In fact, what is your worry about a written manifesto when my manifesto is already there?
It's in my brain. Yeah.
Where is it?
It's in my brain.
Yeah.
Although you cannot see brain.
Your brain is old now, Mr. Cham.
My brain is as young and as fast as whatever. I didn't reach that stage yet.
Yeah.
How old are you?
Now, Mr. Cham.
I am a young man.
Yeah, he's a young man. Very energetic.
Yeah.
Mr. Cham.
Yes.
Now, when people who run for office, being president, being National Assembly member or councillor or chairman, we measure you according to what you have done.
Yeah.
What can we look at specifically to say Mr. Chan has run this organization or has headed a group of people where we can look at his leadership skills and say, yes, West Coast is the biggest region. It's like a mini president in your own region.
Yeah.
So we need leadership skills for whoever wants to lead this region. What can we look at as to, you headed a community development this, or you headed this, and we can say, we can go to the record and see, just as a leader, you were able to do it. Because for the past 4 years, when you did your master's degree in 2018, up to now, 4 years, you have not been doing anything specifically, but doing your own transactions, as you have said.
Yes, that's what I was
So,
doing.
What can we look at? What kind of transactions are these? Is it something that, you know, we can look at and say,
Is it business? Is it your
Are you running a business?
You see, that is why when you reach that stage, I even smile. I am one of the most successful teacher the Gambia ever had.
Okay.
1990 to 94, I was headmaster Tankular.
My village.
Tankular, yes, Kiang Tankular.
My village, my own village.
That's your own village?
Yes.
Go to Kiang Tankular, you ask them, who is Amadou Muktarr Cham? I had the highest output in Kiang Tankular. 1990 to 94. 1990 was the last common
primary.
Yes.
Primary. Sorry, Tankular Primary School.
Tankular Primary.
90 to 94.
Yeah, then I was then the youngest headmaster also. I just had that opportunity. It was given to me.
Who are the students you can remember there?
Could I remember students? What I can remember is they were all having very good grades to high schools. My period there, no student failed.
Wow.
Every seat, they all go to high school. They
Junior school or high school?
It's a primary school. That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah,
Tankular. Kiang Tankular.
No, it's a primary school. We don't have a junior school.
There is no junior.
Yes.
Tankular. I headed Kiang Tankular from 1990 to 94.
You have a tissue, yeah.
Yes, I had the best results. That's what I'm telling you. As far as this common entrance is concerned.
Yeah.
And you know.
Just use it.
Yes. You know the
just
second.
Use it. Yeah.
Yes, the second year. They introduced the primary school living certificate. You know when common entrance was phasing out. You know, 1990, that was the last common entrance there.
Yeah.
So then after that 1990, they introduced the primary school living certificate. But what I am telling you proudly is go to WAEC or you go to Ministry of Education. You ask them their results, 1990 to 94, before I left the school. Every year, students, when they sit their exam, they all would go to high school. All of them were going to high schools.
Okay.
What the Kiankas were saying, hey, because Sani repeat because proudly, I'm telling you that. You see, with me,
I'll go to records. I'll check the records.
Go to education. Go to education. You ask for Tankular's results from 90 to 94.
Okay.
I had the best results. And 91, exam council, they selected Tankular as their trial examination school. Trial.
You did well for Kiang.
Yes, Kiang well. West African Examination Council, they traveled from Banjul to Kiang to come and give them trial tests. Bakurin was coming, he passed away, Bakurin. Wow. If you can remember Bakurin, West African Examination Council. He was coming there with one Mr. Jallo, Short Jallo.
Okay.
Yes, they come there, give them trial tests. And go from Banjul.
Wow. Seems that you really did well for the
When
Kiankas.
they come, I cook.
Father, there is no evidence for that.
You really did well for your
there is
people.
no evidence for now.
The evidence.
Yeah, I will go when you
did
see well that. For the Kiankas.
The proof is, go to like, or you go
and I will also compare. I will not stop at taking yours. I will compare before you came and when you left. What was the maybe even when you left there were better results coming out.
The last school I taught, that is Sukuta Upper Basic.
Sukuta
Upper Basic.
Okay.
That's the last school I taught before I went to the university. I was head of SES and agricultural science there. Sukuta Upper Basic.
Okay.
I used to have the best results.
So after you, it seems like you taught in primary schools, right? When you went to university and did your bachelor's degree, did you came back to education and teach, or what were you doing after when you did your first degree?
When I did my first degree, I went to the PS at that time. PS.
Yeah.
I told him anyway. This time I would like to try the office.
Okay.
Because I had been teaching for so long.
Let me try AC.
Yes, let me try the office.
The AC.
No, that was also just to experience that development stage.
Yeah, experience.
It was absolutely necessary. That's why I'm telling you proudly telling you here that I was education officer for 9 years.
9 years. Okay.
Yes, for 9 years.
Okay.
And I was able to bring positive change there. You go to Region 3 today. I have done a lot for them.
Okay.
And the cooks,
That is in Badibu region, right?
Badibu, yes.
Okay.
When you cross, you start from Kerawa up to Palodi.
Thank you. You have done something for Badibu before they start attacking me.
No, you started with Kiang first, right?
I started with Kiang.
You have done something for Badibu as well.
I started with Kiang. No, we are very useful. Teachers, we are very useful. That is why any portfolio, we can do it to the best of our ability. To the best of our ability. And you see with me, my scholars, there are too many.
Okay.
You go to the public sector now, you find my scholars there.
Okay.
Very useful, very important people.
Your students or your scholars?
Scholars, my scholars. Scholars is students.
Okay.
Scholars are students. You can call them scholars.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
You see, you are talking to a teacher. What are you?
He's a teacher. He's a lecturer at the university.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Then you are my colleague. That's very good. You are a lecturer at the university.
Yeah.
Bravo. You are my colleague.
Yeah.
That's very good. That's very good. You see how that is why you are dynamic.
Yeah.
Teachers are always dynamic. You are an agent to change.
Yeah.
So you are there with Mama Kebojang.
Yes.
Mama Kebojang.
Yes.
So Mr.
Very good brother.
Good brother.
Yeah.
Mr. Cham, now we have almost 10 candidates in Brika. Mr. Cham, first, when you came...
Now, at the moment, it's 9.
9.
Yes.
When you came to... In fact, I just wanted to check with you.
Yes.
When you came to the IEC the second day, you came with a box. What was that box for, the second day?
That contains this flyer.
The fish.
The picture. This was in the box.
Oh, okay.
These pictures were in the box.
Okay.
You know, it's a huge amount because this region is too large.
Oh, okay.
It went up to 1,000. Can I remember that amount?
Oh, yeah.
But 1,000 plus.
Number of different
yes,
pools. Okay.
1,000 because the polling stations are too many.
Yeah.
Yes, that was the box.
Mr. Cham, I always say this. As a country, we have major political parties, namely the NPP, the UDP, the NRP, the GDC, the PDOIS, PPP, APRC, and all of those parties, right? Why do you choose to go independent instead of not choosing one of these parties? Because at the end of the day, I'm thinking if you really want this change, why don't you have an established party that can back you and help you? Because it's always good to have it under a party, because that way it's easier because you have the backing of the party. Why didn't you opt to go for a party? Because some of the parties didn't have candidate. Are you not part of any party? Why independent?
I am part of a party.
Which party?
But parties.
What party are you part of?
No, I will not tell you here.
No, Mr. Cham.
Because the thing is.
No, Mr. Cham.
Because
it's important to tell us.
No, the thing is.
Let me clear this. Yes. When you are running for public office,
yes,
you have to be transparent to your electorate.
Yes.
You are part of a party.
Yes.
Which party are you part of? That is important.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, that's important, Mr. Cham. What party are you part of?
What happened is. The parties. They already have their candidates.
What party are you part of first? Let's establish that. What party are you part of?
I am part of the UDP party.
You are part of the UDP?
Yes.
Okay, good. So the parties have their... Go ahead.
They have their own candidate.
Okay.
When I took my decision to contest, so I decided then to go into independent.
Okay. So you are a member of the UDP?
Yes.
You think the UDP people will be happy that you did not, all the ideas that you have hereafter, you're not sharing with them?
You didn't take it to them, the hereafter idea and all that stuff?
They are aware because everything is in the media.
Oh, okay.
Everything is in the media. I'm just from GRTS. I told them, disseminate this everywhere. Even your colleagues here, GRTS, because I had a video on my mobile. I gave it to them. I say, share this with everybody. Oh, I told them even to send it to Kerr Fatou.
You have a video. Give it to us after the program.
Mr. Cham,
we will share it for you free of charge.
You never applied for the UDP, chairmanship. Did you apply for chairmanship, Brikama Area Council when they were going for primaries?
Did you apply on the UDP ticket?
I went to apply. They said they have already identified their candidate.
Then you were late.
Oh, you were late.
They said I was late.
You didn't make up your mind on time.
No, I made up my mind, maybe because...
But they had already selected.
They said they had somebody in... In fact, what they told me was they had somebody in mind.
Ah.
That was what they told me. They had somebody. That time, they did not select
They told you they had somebody in mind?
They said they had somebody in mind.
Who and who?
You better come and answer this question.
No.
They had somebody in mind
That's
already?
What they said they had somebody in mind.
So it must be... Is it regional chairman or what?
Who?
Who told you that? Is it the regional chair or the head?
I went to their bureau.
To the bureau.
It seems like you are aggrieved then, because you came and they told you that we already have somebody in mind. They were even selected, and you felt like you were unfairly treated, which I will agree with you. If you felt like you were unfairly treated, because they cannot tell you that we have somebody in mind. That is not democracy.
Anyway, they had somebody. So they had somebody, I decided to go, because then I make up my mind to contest.
Yeah. So that is how I came into independent. Yeah. No, now, Mr. Cham, you are independent.
Yes.
How hopeful are you that you are going to win this election?
I'm 100% hopeful.
That you're going to win?
Yes.
Why do you think you will win?
Because the confidence first and foremost is where I live in Sukuta.
Yeah.
You know I'm a teacher.
Yes.
I think there is no compound in Sukuta where my student is not. If it is not in that compound, maybe the next compound, my students are there.
I'm from Lamin. Do you know anybody from that area?
Lamin?
Yeah.
I was teaching in Tankular. When I was headmaster in Tankular, one Musaba from Lamin was one of the teachers of Tankular then, when I was headmaster. You know Musaba?
No.
Kombo Lamin?
Is that all you know in Lamin?
You know, Lamin is a big place.
So that's why I'm saying, how sure are you going to win? Because if you don't know anybody in Lamin, you are not going to campaign in Lamin.
I'm going to campaign. I would.
Have you started your campaign?
10 days, 9 days to election, Mr.
Yes. I'm on the campaign already.
Who is funding your this campaign, like your campaign to be a chairman of
my family? My family, they are funding me. My student, my sons and daughters, even they are funding. They are funding me. My in-laws, they are funding me.
Your in-laws?
Yes, even my in-laws, my sons and daughters, my in-laws. They are supporting me. Yes, they are giving me all the necessary support. Yes, my in-laws.
Have you started campaign effectively?
Like
have
serious campaign?
Yes, I'm doing my campaign.
Who are you going with? Because when you were going to the nomination, you went alone. You came here, you are alone. Who are you going with, Mr. Cham?
Because my people who should go with me, even my daughters and sons, they were telling me, Father, I would like to, but you see, I am going on this, I am going on that. They are on the normal transport.
But it seems like you don't have anybody. You don't have anybody. But you don't have to rely on your immediate family.
Do you have a campaign structure or anything that is set up just to make sure everything is coordinated properly and have an itinerary and all the stuff?
Everything is coordinated. Because since at the incept, I involve everybody in Sukuta. You see, even Ibu Cham, I'm just from him this afternoon. But Ibu, you know, he told me he cannot, one thing, like, he can do his level best and campaign in door to door, whatever. But he cannot showcase on the air because he is coordinating for GDC.
Mr. Cham, don't you think this is because the people don't have trust and confidence?
No, don't repeat that.
That is why they don't want to identify themselves.
No, don't repeat that, please. Don't say that again. Because
why?
People, when they don't have confidence and trust, they were not even going to nominate me. During the nomination, they were sending me their voters' cards. And when they come to collect it, that's the time they sign for me.
Yeah.
Because a teacher, then it means I was not doing my job when I was in Sukuta Upper Basic. Don't say that again.
And of course, Esther, you have to have signatures to go and present.
No, when I say people,
he got all the
when I say people,
yes, right?
Fatou, when I say people, it's not only those who nominate you.
No, don't say that
but
again.
also the residents, the people, when I mean the electorate.
Because if you say that, then my career as a teacher is useless in Sukuta.
No, leave me
alone. I don't need even to campaign. I should win without campaign. Teachers.
Yes.
I should win without campaign.
Definitely.
The line you are talking of.
Yes.
Even that Musaba, when he heard about me, he will tell his friends and neighbors that vote for Mr. Cham. Because I had it peacefully and successfully in when we were in Tankular as a teacher. Yeah. We were eating in the same basin for 4 years. Would that man say that don't vote for Mr. Cham? You see, here is Gambia. A professional teacher. I don't need to campaign, in fact. I told IEC that my campaign is going to be a very simple one. Because with me, I'm not going to hire fleets of transport, putting in musicians, drumming.
Oh, Mr. Cham,
with me, I'm not going to use that strength.
You know, I'm
not going to use that strength.
Let me tell you,
I don't campaign
Gambian politics,
yeah.
if it doesn't have Sabar and Benachin and Tachu, you're not winning.
No.
That's the Gambian thing.
No. You can win without that.
And you are assured that you think you're going to definitely win?
I'm going to win, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Yeah, by the support of the Almighty Allah, I'm going to win. We don't need whatever you see, no. That is somebody's personal thing. I don't want to dwell in it because those who are drumming and dancing, hiring Phillips, I would not dilate on that. That is personal to them. Let them do. With me, I'm a natural teacher. And I have my students across the country. They heard about me. All of them would support me.
Okay.
Yeah. So never, don't talk about that aspect. With me, I don't even need campaign. I should win without campaign.
You don't need campaign?
Yes, I should even win without campaign.
But you are campaigning. Mr. Chan, even the president of the republic, who is incumbent, he went around the country to ask for people's mandate.
Yes.
Because you have to go back to the people and talk to them.
But
when you say you don't need to campaign, I don't understand that.
Yes, but I have people who are doing it for me. I would, of course, I would campaign, but I don't. If I don't.
But if you don't need to campaign, why will you campaign? You said you don't need to campaign.
Anyway, with me, inshallah, I am going to win. And of course, yes.
Is it because you know that the race is over for you? You are not winning. That's why you don't want to campaign. Maybe you don't want to waste resources or whatever.
I'm a teacher. We teachers.
You are running against. Let me tell you who you are running against.
My students are across the region. All of them, they are going to vote for me, and they will tell their friends and their relatives to vote for me.
You are running against Ahmed Jite, a grassroots politician.
Yeah.
You are running against Yankuba Dabo, who has the platform of a very strong platform of UDP.
That doesn't matter.
And he is also a
CDC
strong, formidable candidate.
NPP.
You are running against NPP CDC. They are the ruling party. You are running against Ibrahim J. Sane, who is the No to Alliance candidate. You are running against Jenaba Ba from the PPP and so many other independents. Mr. Cham, a lot of people believe you might not have the chance to be the chairman of the Brikama Area Council.
That may be.
Go ahead.
That may be their mindset. You know, everybody has his own mindset.
Can we see a possibility of you withdrawing before elections?
Will you withdraw?
That is past and gone.
You will not withdraw?
That is past and gone. Why should I withdraw? If I withdraw, what am I going to tell my nominees?
The ones that nominated you.
What am I going to tell them? And I have my mindset on the hereafter.
Some people said this, Mr. Cham, that many a times we have independent candidates emerge because they want to be seen and recognized or spotted out by the incumbent. And then the incumbent will come and tell them that, you know what, don't contest, come and join. And they give them position. Is that the case? Are you looking for opportunities?
Didn't you hear what I have just said? Somebody who has his mindset on the hereafter. I am not joking with this mindset on the hereafter. Whatever I am in, I mean it. The people of Sukuta, they nominated me as a candidate. So why should I go and join a party, another political party?
Only Sukuta. But Sukuta is not the only community in West Coast. You have Gunjur, you have Sanyang, you have Kartong, you have Lamen, you have Fonyi, you have Brikama, and all those. You are telling us only Sukuta nominated you. Busumbala, Yundum.
All of those.
And all these people, these communities are bigger.
Yes.
So how will you win with only Sukuta?
It's not only Sukuta. I would win across.
Okay. You think you will win Sukuta itself?
I will win across, not Sukuta itself. Because it's not only
Sukuta.
Gunjur?
What about Gunjur?
Yes.
Do you know anybody in Gunjur?
I know all of them. Most of them. I know most of them. My in-laws are from Gunjur.
Oh, okay.
My first daughter is given to a Gunjuran Koho.
Okay.
Yes, my first daughter.
Okay, yes. That is very strong relation.
Yeah.
People,
they are my in-laws. Gunjur, all Gunjurs, they are my in-laws.
People lose in their own communities. That happens.
That's a possibility.
Somebody told me Mr. Cham is going to lose at his own polling booth. Where he is going to vote, he is going to lose. Someone said that.
Yes. They are talking about their feelings. Everybody has his own feeling.
Mindset.
They are right. Their mindset, yes, they have their own mindset.
As our final questions before
they have their mindset.
Before final question.
But with me, inshallah, I am going to win. Because people, they have trust on me and confidence on me.
If you lose, will you accept the verdict or will you challenge the results in court?
Why should people challenge results in court? Those people who challenge, you ask them whether they have the mindset on the hereafter.
Maybe if the elections are not free and fair.
Everything is about the hereafter.
Yes.
If the elections are not free and fair, you feel like the elections are not free and fair, will you challenge them in court?
I have the mindset on the hereafter.
Will you challenge it in court?
Why should I challenge results?
If you have your mindset in hereafter, you shall stand for the truth. And if the elections are not free, that means you go against it. It means you are standing for the truth.
Anyway, with me, my truth is the hereafter. let us be very mindful with the hereafter. Our interaction with people, let us be mindful with the hereafter. Even husband and wife in their home, let them be mindful of the hereafter. Because they will be accounted for. If you see, many parts of the world cannot have peace and stability. It's because we don't have our mindset on the hereafter. Hey, we are temporarily staying here.
Yeah.
Very soon we will say goodbye and we go.
What will you do to fight corruption? And there's a lot of talk about corruptions at councils. You know, we have seen the audit reports coming from the Kama area council specifically, where they said there have been a lot of leakage when it comes to financial transactions. What will you do as a chairman of Birkama to fight corruption?
You see, if you want to be a real Democrat, you have to have your mindset on the hereafter. Then you set an example and you be a role model.
Sure.
A chairman should show an example.
Okay.
You should be a role model.
How will you fight corruption?
You cannot, that is what I am telling you. Fighting corruption means to be you have to become a real Democrat. And you cannot become a real Democrat if you don't have your mindset on the hereafter.
Mr. Cham.
If you don't mind the hereafter, because look here, you say you are what, Mr. Njai? Mr. Njai, let us be very mindful and be very careful. Because if you think that you are going to stay in this world forever, whatever you like, you have to do it.
Nobody thinks that they will stay.
No, there are others. I think they think that way because those who embezzle, if you embezzle public funds, you divert it to your account, or you pick public funds, you put it in your pocket. Honestly, you are not thinking of
maybe
hereafter.
They don't believe in hereafter, but they know that they will not live forever. Everybody knows that they will not live forever.
If you don't believe hereafter, it means you are living forever. If you don't believe hereafter, you are living forever. Let them live forever. With me, Mr. Cham, I am going to believe hereafter. My interaction with you, Mr. Njai, and Fatou, I am always having my mindset on the new paradigm shift.
What is your take on the Local Government Act? Do you want anything to be changed in the Local Government Act? Have you gone through it?
It should be changed for positive.
What
exactly? It should be changed. I cannot tell you now, right here. I don't have it before me.
But you should know it.
Mr. Cham, if you're thinking of running for office, you should have an idea what the act entails. Because, you know, that's what you are going to be governed with when you are chairman. If you don't know anything about the act, that is serious.
I know it.
Have you ever read it?
Yes, I ever read it.
Okay, what provision do you want to change? Do you want to be changed in the local government?
What is necessary to be changed?
Like what?
We would change it.
For example,
when we meet, and we have the government, the Local Government Act, we will look at it collectively. What is needed to be amended? We will amend that one. We will do that one. Here is not the place for that to be amended. We will do that one.
But here is the place to talk about it.
We can talk about it. We can discuss. That's why we are discussing it. We are discussing.
Right. I'm good.
I'm a teacher. You see teachers. We are very careful.
Yeah.
Because there are certain questions we should how best we can handle.
I'm good.
It's better. We are the teacher, the best. Le professeur, le mieux.
Professeur, le mieux.
Le mieux, oui. Moi, c'est le professeur, le mieux. Yes.
And now you want to be chairman, Lemire.
Lemire, oui, le chairman Lemire.
Ah, no, you said le professor Lemire. You cannot bring chairman Lemire here. Your professor did not tell you that.
No, my professor, le professor Lemire.
Your French professor did not tell you that.
No, the teacher the best.
Yes, so why are you saying chairman the best?
Even if you are the chairman, no, I don't say if you tell the chairman. I say the teacher, le professor Lemire.
But you said the chairman Lemire, and
because
he's going
to be the chairman is a teacher. He's going to be professor chairman.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Because I'm going to die a teacher.
Yeah.
You see, this is what I'm telling you. You are a critical student.
Yeah.
But you know I'm a teacher already.
Yeah.
So you are welcome, Mr. Jai.
Thank you.
May God bless you. I am very proud of you.
And the paradigm shift is going to be for the hereafter.
For the hereafter.
And I think that is important. Mr. Cham, what is your final message to the people of West Coast? Look at them. Tell them why they need to vote for you
the camera
for change.
Yes, why?
The camera. So that you talk to them directly. Yeah, just face here.
Actually, for those of you who are asking, this is live.
Yes.
This is live.
Yes.
And it's not a recorded show, it's live. Yes. You want to send question to Mr. Cham? Send it.
Yeah.
Before he goes.
Yes. What they need is why I am coming in. That is, I want to bring positive change for them.
To them. Talk to them.
Yes, I want to bring positive change to them. Because I feel that I have the ability, I have the skills, I have the talent, because education.
Yeah.
You cannot say that because I am educated does not necessarily mean that you can read all books and interpret them. That is not education.
Yeah.
Education means if you have the background, you try to see how best you can bring positive change for your people.
Yeah.
And that is why I am contesting to bring positive change for them.
Yeah.
And if they elect me, they are going to see that positive change, inshallah. Yes, that would happen.
Yeah.
That would happen without doubt. That would happen because the caliber of person they are going to elect have the ability to bring positive change to them, to their doorsteps.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is my message.
Are you originally from Sukuta or Gunjur? Originally,
I'm a Nyominga.
Yeah, you're from Nyomi.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's jarangol bine normal.
You're Nyominga.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jarangas are coming for you.
Yeah, that's my origin.
But you have been in Sukuta all your life, for the past what?
Since 1990.
Wow,
Even beyond that, I am in Sukuta.
You have been in Sukuta.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Mr. Cham.
Yes.
But I think the message here is really important for public officials to think about tomorrow.
Yeah.
That way, they're guided in how they run affairs.
To become a real Democrat.
That is very important. If you know that tomorrow you are not going to be here,
thank you very much.
You will be accounted in the hereafter.
Thank you very much.
You will be properly guided as to how you spend our funds.
Thank you very much.
I think generally that is the paradigm shift
to development
that Mr. Cham is saying to development.
To development, yeah.
To think about the hereafter.
Yeah, the hereafter. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Are you going to buy that idea from me?
No, I'm going to.
You are going to behave that way?
Yes. Now, going forward, that's how I'm going to be thinking. That whatever you do, tomorrow you're not going to be here.
Thank you very much.
And you will be accounted for.
Thank you very much.
I sat here and I'm thinking about this paradigm shift.
Thank you very much.
And I think we might think it's funny, but it's not.
It's not funny.
Because if you think that if I steal this million, tomorrow this money is for the 2 million Gambians.
Yes, yes.
And I ate it without their consent.
Thank you very much.
It's not mine.
Thank you very much.
I'll be accounted for it.
Thank you very much.
If you think that way, you will dinga mandu that.
Thank you very much.
Dinga buy.
Dinga buy one.
And I think this is a good paradigm shift.
Exactly.
To think about the hereafter.
The hereafter.
That way.
I disagree. I disagree with Mr. Cham's
what do you mean you disagree?
I disagree.
How?
Mr. Cham's paradigm shift is confusing.
No, it's not
clear. It's not precise.
Would you withdraw that? Because I conveyed this to the student of UTG since on my nomination day.
Yeah.
You did not see that video?
I saw the video. It's not conveyed to
I said I am going to convey this to the UTG student because
but they rejected it. I talked to some of them in class. They said they don't have idea what you're talking about. They have no idea.
If you go, you tell them.
But I disagree with your
You
paradigm.
still didn't understand what I am talking about.
I don't understand. I disagree with your paradigm. You know, in development too, people can disagree. Scholars can disagree.
They can disagree.
You are a teacher, you have your opinion. I'm a teacher, I disagree.
Yes, that happens.
Yeah. So I disagree with your new paradigm.
I definitely agree.
But would you invent then another one? Invent another one.
I don't need to invent. I don't need to invent.
You, Mr. Njai, you are critical.
Yes, he's very critical.
He's very critical.
He's very critical.
I don't need to invent for now. I think I have a lot to learn. I have more to learn than to invent. I'm not yet at the stage of inventing anything.
It's good you behave this way because this is how students should behave.
Yeah.
A teacher. That's what the French
And
say.
the truth is, Mr. Cham, whoever wants to go to heaven, whether you believe in this religion or not,
any religion,
you
have to think of hereafter.
You don't have to take what is not belonging to you.
Thank you very much.
You have to think about the hereafter.
The hereafter.
This is the paradigm shift.
Well, I don't agree with Mr. Cham's paradigm shift idea.
No,
I think Mr. Cham is not clear.
If you go teach your students this paradigm shift.
No,
I'm going to teach them because I don't understand it. How can I teach people that something I don't understand?
Fatu, tell Mr. Njai.
Yeah.
Maybe I think he's joking. I think he is just joking because
but this is a serious thing.
We are on a normal conversation.
Yeah.
But I know what he is saying is not realistic in him. He's a student.
Yeah.
He's a student.
I wouldn't teach.
No.
I want to teach students something that I have no idea of. I don't understand what you talked about.
Upon my discussion here, still now you cannot understand the paradigm.
I cannot. I don't understand. I'm honest with you. If a student doesn't understand, you tell your professor that I don't understand.
But those who refuse to understand would never understand. Would never understand. You know the sun sign. There are some people, they would every day say that the sun is not shining.
And they are seeing the sun.
And they are seeing the sun?
Yeah.
They will say that the son is not signing.
I think I have more to learn. Maybe I need more interaction with you.
You need more interaction,
time with
but for me...
I don't have an idea what you're talking about.
Do you know that teachers, we are ever ready? Even if I am sleeping on my bed, you call me, I will tell you something about the paradigm shift.
Somebody is just...
Even midnight.
Somebody is just telling me he's learning so much from this.
Thank you very much.
This person just said, don't end this program, Fatou, I'm learning, Mausane. The thing is, you know, sometimes we need to, politics is not about this political science people, the way they think.
Thank you very much.
They think we should fight corruption because of this way, this way. No. The best way to fight corruption is to think about the hereafter.
Thank you very much.
Knowing that
how about people who don't believe in this hereafter? This is the problem.
Everybody knows we are going to die.
No. There are some people who don't believe in this hereafter.
Let me finish.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me finish.
Well, yes.
Because the reason why it's important, how many times we are teaching people to stop stealing our money?
Thank you very much.
We are teaching them to stop corruption.
Thank you very much.
They have used all the resources to do conferences and trainings and others. People are still stealing our money. But when they think about God, today we just spoke about one of our public servants who just died. And everybody is sad, right? But when you think about that, you're also going to die. You will do the good thing.
You will do the good thing.
How about those who don't even believe in the existence of God?
The owner of this organization, who is doing this printing for me, one Alassane Mane, when he heard of it, since on the nomination, he was the first, he told me, hey, Mr. Cham, you hit the nail on the head. He told me politicians had been talking of corruption. But with you diverted because you don't want to mention the word corruption this time. Because people are fed up with the word corruption. So you give the best paradigm that would avoid corruption.
But Fatou, there are people who don't believe in the existence of God. There are people who don't believe in the hereafter.
Fatou, don't mind
those
him.
people are, if
don't mind him, he's a student.
If those people are running public office, you are telling them hereafter. Mr. Cham is telling them hereafter. They will not listen to Mr. Cham because in the first place, they don't believe in the existence of God. They don't believe in the hereafter.
They should.
Why should they?
They see people dying every day.
But they don't believe in it.
Well, they should.
They believe that people will die, but they don't believe in hereafter. So I'm telling you, how do you convince those people that we need to stop this? It's not hereafter that we are going to use.
This is the best. This is one of the best shows that I ever had.
Don't mind him, he's a student.
I've learned so much.
Students, you see students, they are like this. They should not agree. A student, in fact, a good student, you never agree.
Yeah.
And keep on arguing.
I'm a student.
Yeah, you are a student. You are a student. I like you. I love you for that.
Yeah.
I love Mr. Mane 100% for that.
I'm not Mr. Mane. Don't give me Mane.
Mr. Njai, sorry.
He's from Kiantankulan.
Yes, Kiantankulan. Yes, you are from those Njais.
Yes.
You see? In fact, when I was teaching there, where were you?
No, I was not born there.
1990.
I was not born there. I was born in Tallinn.
He's a baby.
No, I was born, of course.
Yeah, he was born.
He was born 1990. He was born
1990. I was born. 1990. But I was born in. I'm sort of in Tallinn.
It's Kian by name, right? He was.
No, it's not by name. I go there.
He was born. He's born in Tallinn. He's from Tallinn. He's not from Kiantankulan.
Okay.
But this is one of the best shows I have ever had.
Thank you.
I have learned so much.
Thank you very much.
And I think this will remind a lot of us, because most of the time we don't think about God. We don't think about the hereafter. When you are a public official, you should think about the people that you govern.
Exactly.
Because you said one thing, and I think that is important.
Yeah.
When you become chairman, you are going to be the servant of the people.
Exactly.
Our people don't behave that way here.
They think they are the boss.
They are the boss. You know, they.
Father, you are doing PR for Mr. Cham. Now you are doing PR for Mr. Cham.
No, I'm not doing PR for Mr. Cham.
You are doing PR for Mr. Cham.
Allow Fatou to learn.
Yeah.
No, Father, I think you are
I like this Fatou.
You are just concluding.
I'm just excited about his candidature.
Yes.
Because I learned so much.
Exactly.
And I also think the guy is talking about things that are real.
That's the real.
Let's forget about what you write in the books.
Exactly.
You political science student.
Exactly.
Let's talk about the reality.
The reality.
We are going to die.
Yes.
And when we die, we will be accounted for all the things that we do.
We do.
If you are our chairman at Bikamake Council, you collected 400 million.
Yes.
You will be asked to account for how you spend that money.
Exactly.
But if you think about hereafter, you will do good with our money.
Exactly.
Thank you so much, Mr.
That's why I told you that I prefer heaven.
Yes.
To this world.
To this world.
That was, my first.
Yes, you said that. Yeah.
I prefer heaven to this world.
Yeah.
But you must pass through this world to get to heaven.
Mr. Cham. Mr. Njai.
You must pass through this world.
I like you because, you behave
I understand your being. When you say being, you are being ontological here. You know ontology and epistemology?
Yes, being. What is
being and knowledge?
You know what I mean by being. You know being. You know the meaning of ing.
I know.
The meaning of ING.
The study of being ontology.
Yes, yes.
And the study of knowledge. What do we know? What we know? How do we know what we know?
That's why I said that the most intelligent man is the Western man. You see how
no, I will disagree with that. I will disagree with that.
You will not agree. You are
the black man is the most intelligent.
You are disagreeing with
civilization.
He will always disagree. I like you. I like you.
Read Job's book. It tells you everything about civilization and all that.
Yes, sir. You're agreeing about discovering with everything.
I disagree.
And I agree with everything.
Well, thank you.
I see a great candidate there. Mr. Cham,
yes.
Thank you very much for coming. And I wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
And I think a lot of people will learn from this paradigm shift, the new paradigm shift, to think about the hereafter. That way, they can properly govern us.
And did you see why I say I didn't need even to campaign?
No, you don't even need
to campaign.
You don't need a manifesto.
I don't need a manifesto. That manifesto is already with me.
Are you ending the program or what?
The manifesto is here.
It's here.
You don't need it.
And I don't need to campaign. Whether I campaign or not, I should win.
You just
my students are across the country.
You are just convinced me.
Yes.
I'm a voter of West Coast region.
Yes.
So this is good.
So why Fatou would not vote for me?
I don't know.
Why Fatou's family would not vote for me?
I don't know.
Why should Fatou's neighbors would not vote for me?
Fatou doesn't know you.
Why should Fatou's village town would not vote for me?
And they will watch this. They will be convinced.
Thank you very much.
My grandmother
we have
will
seen
be convinced.
teachers losing elections in this country.
My father will be convinced.
Thank you very much.
Because this is what they want to hear.
We have seen teachers losing elections in this country.
Yes.
We have seen teachers losing elections. But Fatou, close the
and
program now.
I think UDP have made a great mistake by not choosing you.
Thank you very much.
Because this guy would have been a winning candidate.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Mr. Cham.
I thank you a great deal.
Yeah.
And I pray for you. May God strengthen your efforts.
Thank you so much, sir.
And may God bless you.
Thank you.
With long life.
Thank you.
Happiness.
Thank you.
Prosperity.
And good health.
And the good health.
Thank you.
And the both boys and girls.
Thank you.
May God strengthen your efforts.
Thank you so much.
May God bless you.
Thank you so much.
I'm very happy about you and all of you and Mr. Njai. Mr. Njai, how he behaves, I like it.
Yeah,
because he's a student.
Guy. He's a critical guy.
Critical, yes.
Yeah, he's a critical guy. He's the critical guy in this show. Whoever comes there, no, il est critique.
Il est critique. In French, il est critique. Il est critique. He is critical. Il est critique. Il est critique.
Thank you very much, Mr. Cham.
Yeah,
thank you very much, Esa.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
And to everybody, you know what? Bakari was supposed to be here, but I think we have got the best replacement for this show.
Thank you very much.
And I really enjoyed this conversation.
Bakari and busy campaign.
We couldn't have gotten a better replacement for this show. And I appreciate your time. It was a short notice. We called you and you came all the way to. You left your campaign schedule.
Mr. Cham is
with us teachers, we are ever ready.
You left your campaign schedule, you came.
Bakari is busy on campaign. Mr. Cham is on campaign. That's why
yes.
I was on campaign at the GRTS.
We went to his campaign message recording.
Yes, message and sent to everywhere.
Yeah, give us that message and we will put it out. If when we are ready, give it to us. We will publish it for you free on Kerr Fatou. I think I'm going to be one of your biggest advocates.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And in fact, I told this sir.
Who?
Sir. I mean, Fat sir. To send it to you.
Okay.
He will send it to you. You will have it. You will have it.
Okay.
I told them Radio Gambia. I was just from there.
Okay.
They will send it to you. They will send it to you.
Oh, great.
Yes.
Great.
Yeah. Aya and Fatou.
Yes.
All of them. They edited it. They were editing
They were editing. Okay.
Yes. They will send it to you.
I'll know them.
You will have it. You will have it.
All right.
You will have it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Cham, and my regards to all the people in Sukuta, and we wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And to our team, there are Charles, Sire, Fatsila, the entire technical team. Thank you very much. See you next week, inshallah.
Inshallah, no problem.
Next Wednesday, we'll have Youngs Dabo of UDP.
Yes.
And of course, we'll have Talib also.
Okay, no problem.
Until then.
Okay, no problem.
Bye-bye.
With me, no problem.
Bye.
Yeah, Mr. Jai.
We are happy to announce the launch of our new logo. We have evolved since our incorporation in 1997, and it is time to refresh our new look to reflect who we are today. Before I reveal our new look, however, walk with me while I take you through our journey of the last 25 years. Trust Bank was incorporated on July 3rd, 1997 and began operations on October 1st, 1997. Following the collapse of the parent company of its predecessor,
Residency Estate is a gated community located in Old Yundum, proudly developed by Swami India, perfect for all looking for a quiet life with luxury amenities within an enclosed setting. When talking about the benefits of living in a gated community, safety and security is top on the list. They allow extra privacy, take away the hustle of unwelcome solicitors, and create a safe haven for children to play in a trusted environment without traffic or speedy vehicles. A great sense of community develops through the meeting at a controlled communal leisure facilities, offering an integrated lifestyle. A green environment and well-managed communal areas are keys to higher home standards, elevated quality of life, and better property value should you consider home reinvestment in the future. Added to all is the location, just next to the airport and reconstructed main road, yet tucked in the tranquility of nature. Our purpose is one, your satisfaction. Contact us. Let us help you build your dream home in the Gambia.
yiriwa men kafutan na tarambuloluto nga GIA cargo complex parendile pour que julaya sone yandi kadungoni funti bundana doko sembentu ya Banjul International Airport oto men si nyafa si moluma melka fengolu ki bantala bankolu kan anin julandingolu fana foysi sulan na cargo doko le bang katu masingolu bem bulule ikafo meye forklifts melka selendiro ni jindiro ke bagasolu la melbe funti kan waranto ka dunnan na warehouse lu kono nga dinkira sumayari ngolu fana sotole ifula milla fano mu metari kemeleti karo bela adun isi cargo bagasolu tano men sita fo ton tan woro ila sumaya fana futata tembeleto men ka fendolu mabono fo ikana tinya fo sene fengol lombang domori fengolu waranto jata kende ani bori ma fengolu kago bagasolu la taradula kendo asulata jamani laban korosir langolu lela na double view x-ray korosir la masingolu aka kago bagaso kono jubele komi kago doko sartolu ya landi nyameng nyin double view x-ray amu jamani laban rapid scanaleti men ka karafula korosiro keno kago sifa bela wati kilngo kono to na doku lalo imu ayata karandingol leti miliyela dokuo no iframansata kago dokuo na tamandiri nyato na dokuo la betea wayem futandi RA3 makamoleto mensatin na fo nse kago bagasolu kinole kata UK aning EU bankolu kan GIA ka hakili tenkungo dila na dokuo to ite nyina la men.
Every day is a new opportunity to make sure our first impressions are always our best and to see possibilities on the horizon, to make our facilities and services more accessible and find freedom all around us. With a location proximity to active markets, with a liberal air transportation policy, that daily pursuit is how we turn everyday opportunities for you. For all destination marketing support, customized packages for new existing airlines and operators, and for a highly ranked tourist destination, the Gambia Civil Aviation Authority is here to serve. We regulate air transport, operate and manage BIA technical requirements, merged with commercial considerations. We have experienced and well-trained aviation professionals to cater for your needs. For investment opportunities in building airport hotels, shopping malls, playground for children, do contact us on 4472-831, 4472-893. Gambia Civil Aviation Authority. We go beyond daily.